So let me paint, good afternoon. Let me paint a picture for you guys about how it's usually like making money and then ending up in debt. And we know this story all too often. We know at least someone in our family, in our friend circle that has credit card debt, that has, that always has to be paying bills, always has to be paying off something. So, this is how it starts. You start making money, good money. You're realizing that, oh, you can buy some things, which is great. And then you get offers on credit cards. These credit cards usually give you 6 months to a year. You can use the credit card as much as you want within the credit limit. Now, you might get $2,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a credit limit. And it basically feels like free money to you. So you're here thinking that you can use this, and then of course you can pay it off. Like they've given you a year to pay it off. So of course you can. So you use that credit card, and let's say you buy a new laptop, and you have to buy a new laptop because the other one is broken, and thank God you got this credit card. You can use this credit card to buy this laptop. Okay, that's fine. After 6 months, you got another offer to another credit card. You have this one, you have another 6 months until you have to pay that one off, and you have another credit card. Excuse me. Why not? Why not open up that other credit card too? And why not use it? Especially for things that you've been wanting. Like, why not get that bag, get that coat that you like, those clothes, those shoes. You've been making money and you can pay the monthly payment of this and eventually it'll pay off. Why not? And you're seeing that you have paid off the first credit card and the second credit card has more time on it. So, you got an offer for another credit card. So you want to start that one too because you're about to start college and you need a bunch of stuff for college and you don't have that with you. So you're going to start college by using those credit cards. So now you have about one, two, three, let's say three, four credit cards on rotation. One is paid off. One you have 6 months until you get paid, have to pay it off. One gave you 6 months free, so and you haven't really used that yet, and the other one gave you a year, right? So the time goes, the 6 months goes, the year goes, but you realize that you haven't really made enough money to pay off for all of the credit cards debt that you use. So you're like, okay, let me start paying monthly. And hopefully within that month or so, I can start paying it off within 6 months. But when you start paying it off monthly, usually credit cards have a high APR percentage. It's like 27, 29%. And you realize that you can only make the minimum payments, which is $35 or $65. You make the minimum payment, but the money just goes into a pit because every time you make the payment, the interest that accumulates for that month just charges you even more. So let's say you paid $35 minimum, but the interest in itself for that month is $45. So you basically just added 10 more dollars into your debt. Let's say you owe a credit card $4,000 and you're paying it off 35 a month, 35 a month. But it's not really going anywhere because now that the interest has started, it just gobbles it up and it really doesn't pay off your debt. That is my friends, that is how you get into credit card debt. It's a very slippery slope that you don't really realize that you are going into. And then all of a sudden, you have all of these credit cards that are in debt and they're like, telling you, you have to pay this, you have to pay this every month. You're paying the minimum, but nothing is moving nowhere. Okay. One, I want to show you how to get out of the debt once you're in it. And two, I want to show you how to not get into that place ever. If you can avoid it, that'll be wonderful. If you can't avoid it, at least you know how to get out of it. So you have four credit cards. One's paid off, one has $2,000 in it, one has $3,000 in it, and one has $4,000 in it. In it, as in that's how much you owe. If you can take one of those cards and pay it off in total, which one are you going to take first? You will take the lowest balance card. If you have a $2,000 balance, $3,000 balance, $4,000 balance, you would take the lowest balance that you have to pay it off in full if you can. If you have a job and you saved up enough for $2,000 to pay off your credit card, pay off the lowest one. Once you do that, you will most likely, maybe not, get offers in the mail for more credit cards. Now, I know you may feel like, oh, I don't want to start any more credit cards. I already have so many that I have to pay off. You want to look at the credit cards that are offering you a balance transfer. This balance transfer with 0% for 6 months to a year is going to allow you to take that 4,000 and that 3,000 debt and move it to that card. When you move it to that card, you no longer have to pay interest in any of those cards that you were paying minimum payments for. If you can move it, if you can only move a little amount of it, move as much as you can. So some amount is in 0% and the others you're still paying off. You don't want to pay interest in any capacity for credit cards. From my own experience, who has been and is currently paying interest in cards, I had to learn the hard way of how to not get into this game of credit cards because it's really putting your money down the pit. So, how to avoid this altogether? Let's go back to the beginning. You got your first credit card, you're making some good money, and you want to buy that laptop and you require a credit card to buy that laptop. You don't have all the savings in hand to buy that. You have a 0% APR credit card offer that can pay for that laptop. You have to be honest with yourself and be realistic with yourself. And it's very hard, but you have to really look and see, can I pay this off within this year before the interest starts? If you can, then by all means buy that laptop and pay it off. Pay it off before the interest begins. If you cannot, do you have another credit card that is also offering you 0% but has a balance transfer? Now you have 2 years. You have 1 year within that where you have to pay. If you cannot pay fully, you transfer that into the next card and you have another year so that you can pay it off. The main idea is don't spend more money than you earn. Don't spend more money than you have. That's how you can avoid the credit card game altogether. You have to be very realistic about the amount of money you're making and the amount of money you have so that what you're buying is able to be paid in full within what you're paying right now, or if it's in a credit card with zero AP, 0% APR within that year. Now, I know it's harder said than done because there are expenses, there are things that we have to buy, especially when you go to college. There are things that you have to buy that you may not have any availability to buy outside of credit cards. That's why when you look at the things that you have to buy, you have to make sure it has a purpose to it. If it doesn't have a purpose to it, like you're just buying a designer jacket, you don't want to put yourself in a hole because of that designer jacket. Your purpose should be more than just, I want to look good in designer clothes. And you will look good in designer clothes. You will get that opportunity to buy things that you can afford. But you have to have more than enough of that money. Then you can say you can afford it. If you have just the amount for that, it's not that you can afford it, it's just that you have that amount. You want to have at least three times that amount so that you can afford that. If you want to buy a watch, even if you have $300,000 in savings, you don't want to buy a watch that's $300,000. You want to buy a watch that's 250 or 500 because then you're able to take the stable route of one day buying 10 $300,000 watches. But if you already put yourself in a hole, it's going to be even harder for you to get out of that hole. So that's why I say make sure that whatever you buy it with purpose. And it should not be about clout. It should not be about um, any other reason aside from investing in you, investing in your business, or investing in the life that you currently live in, that you require to have. And I don't mean like hoard your money. I mean buy sensibly. Buy things that you know right now you can afford. When you are able to buy your first car, don't just jump at buying the Mercedes. Buy the sensible car. Buy the Subaru. Buy the Toyota. Buy the Honda. Then you can work your way up to the Mercedes. It's a much better story for your life. And it brings you even a deeper characterization, knowing that you worked your way up instead of just blowing your money on things that you aim for and you want it right away. Make yourself um, humbled and grounded into your finances, into your wealth, so that you can take that step easily. And you're not digging yourself a hole that you have to dig out to just to get to the next step, if I'm being clear. And give yourself that emotional support. Pride yourself that you didn't buy that Mercedes. You didn't buy that Rolex when you're able to. Instead, you took the logical sense and you were able to expand your money even more so that when you do buy it, you can comfortably buy it. It should feel like you're buying like a box of pizza. Like things should not hurt your bank if you're buying it. If it hurts your bank or makes you a bit of uncomfortability, but you're buying it anyway, that's a red flag. That's a signal for you to know that, whoops, what am I doing? I need to be more logical with my money because your money will grow, just like we spoke about in our last coaching class. Do you guys feel confident that you won't go into debt with credit cards? I hope you do. I hope it doesn't spook you, but you are able to use credit cards for the best. the best purposes. And really, that's how people get rich. Like they use credit cards knowing that they can pay it off immediately. And they get bonus points, they get cash back, they get all these perks from using credit cards. And they use it because they already had that money in the bank and they were going to use that money anyway. Might as well use a credit card and pay it off immediately. That's how you use the credit card, not how other people use it and get into debt.